Talking about lighting next hour, so stick around for that. But our today's, first of all, this is 647-895. We're going to move on to our next look at the today's special that's going to really make your place sparkle this summer. Let's look. Here we go. Once again, we are so excited. Getting ready for summer, we've got you covered. It's Memorial Day weekend, and we literally have the best way for you to make your house look almost like new again. And I'm talking about the pavers that you're looking at here, the driveway, maybe it's the wood fences, maybe it's the screens of the windows that have got, you know, all the stuff that gets caught in those. Maybe it's getting that outdoor barbecue, you know, furniture and all your appliances ready to go. Don't start and buy things new when all you need to do is probably just blast away the dirt, the grime, the mold, the mildew, the years of accumulation. No matter what you take and put this pressure washer to, it will take care of that job so fast and so quickly. This is the machine. It's from Sunjoe. It's our #1 best-selling garden brand, and globally you'll find this brand. We just happen to have this today at half price compared to the retail stores. Half price here. And there's free shipping here. It comes with a 4-year warranty here at HSN exclusively. And by the way, it only weighs, I think, 20 some odd pounds. It's 23 pounds, really, really easy to be able to move with you. But see those 4 legs on the bottom? That is designed so that it's not going to topple over. It's going to actually follow you around like a little bit of a puppy dog and help you take care of the tasks at hand. Maybe it's the siding on your door, your house. Maybe, like I said, it's the second story and just the screens. You name it. The power of this pressure washer at 2200 PSI is going to take care of the job. In fact, this is the more power and more pressure than we offered 2 years ago, which was the last time we did a Today Special. And this one is more powerful, and that one sold out early 2 years ago. So it's been a long time in the coming, and we are delighted to have Bobby Milliken joining us tonight.
Hi, Callie.
Good to see you. Are you ready to go?
Oh my God. 2 years in the making. We have been waiting to get a pressure washer back on as a TS, and here it is, right here, right now. Callie's rushing out the gate. She's ready to rock. There it is.
This is just my little accessory caddy.
There you go. So this is it. So we're super excited to have you here and joining us for our pressure washer. I'm going to get right into some demos. Can I steal my hose?
You got it.
You're ready to rock. Let's go over here and show you the power and how easy it is to clean something with just one hand. I instantly did that. If you miss it, if you blinked, you probably missed it. I'll try and slow down a little bit, but it just gets to be actually fun when you use a pressure washer. Why? Because it's instant gratification. You instantly see how dirty something was and how clean something can get that quickly. So join me over here and let me give you just a quick tale about this pressure washer. First of all, this is modeled after our #1 selling pressure washer at Sunjoe, okay? This unit we've made exclusively for you here at HSN. This is the only place you can get it with a 4-year warranty. Callie told me free shipping blows my mind. So obviously this is the right time, obviously this is the right channel, and this is definitely the right brand. We've been in business 15 years, and we're celebrating 5 years with you with HSN. So I'm super excited to rep the brand. So, to Callie's point, lightweight, right? It's only 23 pounds. I can lift it with just one finger. And one of the best features that we've added, because the one Callie we had 2 years ago, it was an upright. It was small, but it was an upright. This one has all the power of an upright, but it won't tip. Why? Because we've included these neat little wheels. So this is gonna scooch around, get to all 4 corners of your driveway. I'm gonna talk about the hose in a minute. I'm gonna talk about the other cord, but let's do some more demos. I wanna go to the rug because this is one of my favorite demos to do, because you can't tell it's dirty until I start kind of creating a little path to clean right here, and then you can kind of start to see, you see that white coming through?
Oh, yeah.
I'll just kind of go, there we go. That's a good way to do it, kind of up and down like that. You can
how else would you clean a rug like this? Most of us would think, oh my gosh, it's seen its better days. I'm going to go buy a new one and spend a couple $100 on it.
That's a good question.
It looks like
how
new.
would you do it? You can't throw this in the washer.
No, no way.
You would have to get down hand and knees and use a brush or something and do all that number. So what we're doing is we're taking just the power of water. We're not even scrubbing, we're not pre-treating, we're not using any soap. And this is very powerful. So if you miss a number Callie was talking about, it's PSI, it's pounds per square inch. It's a measurement, all right? So the higher the number, the stronger the pressure washer is, okay? This is is the highest PSI we have done for a Today Special. Even that one 2 years ago that sold out. This is even higher than that. And it has the Follow Me design. So we've really given you all the bells and whistles. I haven't even told you about the 3 tips. When we come back, I'll tell you about that. But this is your go-to everyday tool. Whenever there's a mess, all you do is aim it and blast away. I don't care if it's dirt, debris, mold, mildew, years of caked on, baked on stuff on the kiddos' pools like we're showing you there in that video, or just the side of your house. Maybe it's your stucco. You can even use this on your car, and I'll even do that one for you too. The places that you can use this literally are endless, and just like the blower that we showed you in our previous presentation, it's the same feeling of instant gratification.
Look at
because
the difference
you
here.
see it happen quickly.
I mean, you can see that is the same deck. It just went from drab to better because it's clean. It's crazy how much dirt accumulates, and dirt makes everything look gray and dingy. The shakers, the shades, the windows, like I said before, the walls of the outside of your home. Even if it's like the pavers that go up to the halfway mark of your home to give you that extra, extra look of bordering. Look at the brown that came back to life in that chair just because it was pressure washed in those arms.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. It's kind of like the theme of our presentation is, don't buy new, just renew. And the way you do that is just keep it clean. And the tool to do that is the pressure washer. Now, I told you I'd tell you about the tips. We include these, okay? So you don't have to go purchase these separately. If you take a look down here, I love the fact that we have onboard storage, okay? So you get 3 different tips, all 3 colors right there. You've got your green, your gray, and your yellow. The yellow I'm using is the most powerful. That's the 15 degree, then the green's 25, and then the gray is what I'm gonna use in the car. That's the biggest size fan, or the 40 degree, okay? So I'm gonna go up here and just show you, maybe as you're watching our presentation, you're thinking, oh yeah, I could do that not only on my driveway, I could totally clean my back deck. Yeah, exactly. Maybe you're thinking, I could do my porch patio. Yeah. Exactly. Maybe you have something like this where there's built up weeds and you don't want to use your weed solution. You want to say, you know what? I just want to blast it away with the power of water. Watch this. Turn it on. Boom. Those weeds.
Oh, I love it.
Look at that. And look at this. I could almost move rock into there. Like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. A stone can be moved literally with just the power of water. And that's all we're doing is using pressurized water. Again, if you're new to the pressure washer game, what we're giving you is a rated number of 2,200 PSI, which is very high, okay? Some other pressure washers out there in the market may rate themselves or say they're at what their max number is. The difference is that's just a one initial discharge, what it comes out at the beginning. What you really wanted to compare apples to apples is what it's rated for. So our max is 2,800 PSI, that's almost 3,000, but what we're rated at, that means what you can expect consistently, time over time, 2,200.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because that 2,800, a lot of people, I don't know how they get away with advertising when it's kind
we
of
want to tell you what you're going to get.
2,200 consistently, but out of the gate, 2,800. Let's talk a little bit about how much less water you use because of this technology as well.
Good question. So when you use like a regular hose, that's coming out about 8 gallons a minute. This is only using 1 gallon a minute. So you're using less water, and when you're hooked up to a spigot, you're going to maybe get 40, 50 PSI. When you know that trick, Callie, when you put the thumb over the end to try and get pressure? That's about 40 to 50 PSI.
Okay.
This is, I can't even do my high school math, but whatever 40 to 50 to get you to 2,200 is, that's how many times stronger and more powerful this unit is.
Well, let me just say this. As we get to starting to wash this car outdoors, you're going to love the fact that this is going to be your own. And I do want to say it's been very popular. This is our second look at it today. Many airings throughout the day. We don't have a lot. It's taken us 2 years to get one, and we wanted to wait until we got the best, most powerful, and then to be able to turn around the best value. I mean, after today, our price at HSN will be $100 more than what you're paying tonight. At retail, it's going to be twice the price. So this is such a, why wouldn't you get it here?
A no-brainer, right?
Get it here. You definitely, I think every home needs to have a pressure washer. And it doesn't take up like a half of a corner of the garage. It's very small and compact. So we'll get into that and more, but just letting you know, very strong response from the very first airing of the day, which was about 45 minutes ago. So I don't want you to wait on this until later on. It's Memorial Day. You might be getting out and about and hitting the road and forget about it.
Father's Day coming up. This is a great gift.
Right.
But this is a to me, from me gift. This could be for you, because anyone can can do this. You don't have to go rent something. You don't have to knock on neighbors' doors. What we do best at Sunjoe is give you the right tool for the right job. We make it easy. We make it powerful. We give you the confidence to get out there and do it. Even our saws, I mean, you can get out there and use that. Our pressure washer, it's not intimidating. It's not heavy, and it follows you around. I brought you out here outside. I've got the car. I don't know, Callie, where you took this, but you certainly made it so I have my work cut out for me here.
I had
but
a
this
good
is the
time,
thing.
let me tell you that.
When you get this home, now what you've done is you've saved yourself the time and the gas to run over and run through your local car wash, right? Because now you can literally do all of this right there in your own driveway, save all those precious quarters, save that time, save that gas, and just blast away years and years. Well, hopefully not years, but probably maybe a season. I don't know when the last time we took this to the car wash is, but you get the point. You're gonna get it clean. Now that was how dirty it was, and now the white paint is shining through.
How many times do you get those bugs that hit the front of the car when you're taking a road
windshield.
trip?
Oh, let's do the windshield.
Get
We didn't
those
do
nasty little bugs off as soon as possible.
Great. So if you have that coat of yellow pollen, blast it away. You got the love bugs, blast them away.
The love bugs.
You want to come down here and look at all the brake dust, blast it away. I mean, there's so many products on the market, the sprays and the cleaners and the soaps, but you know what? When it comes down to it, you can literally just clean with the power of water. Now watch this. I'm gonna take this Follow Me unit and I'm gonna come down here. Watch this. We're gonna stay with the unit. Got the unit, guys? Thank you. I'm just gonna pull it and it's gonna come all the way down here and follow me over the rough terrain, over the grass, over the turf.
It's like a little robot.
But you see the point? Now, you don't have to, an upright, that would have fallen right over. Any other pressure washer, that would have crashed and burned, Mav. But no, that stayed up because of that Follow Me design. So I've got some stuff over here. What do you want me to start with? Callie's taking over.
I mean, you just get so addicted to it almost.
It's fun.
Because it's such instant gratification.
It
feels so good to know that it's not a day of a project that you have to, like, you know, get on your hands and knees and scrub and get toxic chemicals. I mean, this is obviously just an easy way to blast away, even in these little nooks and crannies right here. I mean, you can really get things squeaky clean.
Yeah,
Wow.
if you've got kids or you've got grandkids and you've got swing sets, slides, pools, baby toys, any of that stuff that stays predominantly outside for the majority of the year, it's gonna collect, you know, it's gonna have wear and tear on it. So the easiest way to combat that is just to clean it and clean it quickly with pressure of water.
And I will share this, the handle is really comfortable. It's got a huge, like, lever. It's the whole hand that, like, pulls towards you. So it's not like a little finger trigger.
Yeah.
So you don't get fatigue.
And did you know what, I didn't even tell you about this in our last presentation. Did you know this has a little safety? Look at that.
Oh, that's good.
So if you are out there working in the yard and you don't want the kiddos to get this, look, you put the safety on so they can't squeeze it. Don't teach them how to do this, but then you know just to snap it, then you're back in business with it like that.
Here we go.
All right, what else you got? Can you clean the Adirondack chair? That looks like a hot mess.
It's a nasty mess is what it is. And a lot of people would just think, you know, let's just get a new one. No, when you can just blast away all this nastiness. And like I said, in between those slots, you get all of that gunk too. It takes zero effort, literally. You just aim, pull the trigger, and let it do the rest.
You're looking like a professional out here.
Listen, there's no learning curve. I can tell you what. You can tell I love my pressure washer at home. It sounds silly, but it's really a great feeling.
And as she's doing that, again, this unit only weighs 23 pounds. It's going to follow you wherever you go. I want to talk to you about how much length you have. And what I mean by that is what Callie has is that trigger gun, but that's connected to the high pressure hose. Okay, you have 20 feet of high pressure hose. In addition to that, you have 35 feet of power cord, right? So that 35 plus 20 is 55 feet of reach. What that means is you can easily get to all four corners of your driveway because not only do you have that long reach, but even if you wanted to go further, it's going to follow you because of the design.
It's the best feeling.
Oh, Callie, can I do one more over here?
Yeah.
Can I do one more? I want to nice behind the back around the thing. I want to go up here. Okay. Because again, look how high this can reach. So if you want to get up under the gutter or the soffit or the gazebo or the trellis or the gutters, whatever it is, get those cobwebs, that larvae, whatever it is, those mud. What do you call
our sweet little spider right here?
Oh
he came out to play.
Can I get rid of him or would that be bad?
I don't think you should.
Okay, well we'll leave
him.
Yeah, we'll leave him go.
Yeah.
But if it was a cobweb, okay,
right,
get rid of the cobweb.
okay.
Nature lovers we are, yes. But the point is, you can aim high, you can clean low, and everywhere in between. I guess I should do this trash can too. Are you ready for it? I'll try not to blast you with the sand. Look at that. I mean,
this is
trash
a reminder.
cans are some of the nastiest things ever, and you don't want to. What you don't want to be doing is this number, right? Like, like no, right? Did you like that sound? I must make that noise when I clean trash cans. I don't know.
I mean, this is a good reminder, though, because I've got the kind that, you know, the lid closes on it. It smells so bad every time I put a trash. So this is a good reminder. I need to pressure wash the inside of it.
They have services that come out to do the trash cans, and you can just literally do this at home with your Sunjoe pressure washer. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No more doing
No
here.
more whatever I just did.
No, it is actually, all these tasks that seem like such a nightmare, they actually become enjoyable. Because it doesn't take your elbow grease. It doesn't take your back to like bend over and have to figure out like, how do I clean this outdoor rug? I just got it last year. You know what? Or I was gonna say, don't go clean it when you can just take the pressure washer to it. And we'll show that to you again if you're just tuning in. It's definitely a great product, and it's an absolutely amazing price. Enjoy the free shipping. You know, you've got a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. I think you're gonna, once you get a pressure wash, you're gonna like, why did that take us so long to get one of these? I shared my story last hour that Tracy cleaned my entire roof. This is 2 summers ago. Cleaned all the barrel tiles instead of spending it, I think would have been $2,500 to have somebody come in and do it for us. It took him, you know, maybe an extra day. Right. But he did it. With our pressure washer, and it looks like new.
If you had to hire someone to come out, it's expensive. I was telling you in a previous presentation, someone quoted me over $700 just to do my back patio.
Patio.
So just the patio, okay, $700. So never mind the driveway and the cans or whatever. Once you start cleaning one thing, you're gonna start like, oh, this is fun. I can start cleaning that. So I've got a whole like facade of a house over here. I'll start up high. Look at that. You see all that dirt coming down? So I can get the gutters up high.
That's so much grime.
Yeah, it's coming down. I'll try to blow it away from me this way and that way. The front of your house, the siding, all of that stuff, you're gonna be able to get clean with just the power of water. I don't know if you can see the door I'm getting.
Oh my gosh, yes indeed. It's just brown gunk.
Just brown gunk everywhere. And I'll save some of it to do, but you can see how it's dripping down. Let's go to the welcome mat, because what should a welcome mat be? It should be welcoming, right? And it looks okay. Maybe that's supposed to be the color, but you know it's not, because you've seen it, right? You know it's not supposed to be brown like that. It's actually that slate gray / blue, okay? And look, it's so powerful. I'm blowing the rug up in front of it. Look at that thing. That's the power of it, 2,200 PSI. But now you can see this is the before and the after. Now, if you see this side, that is a lot more welcoming. And before I throw it back to you, I want to do my hardest one.
This is where I became obsessed with pressure washing.
Okay, this is it.
Tell the story.
I'll do the, and then she'll tell her story. I'm going to show you this. We didn't pre-treat this or anything. This is actual years and years of real wear and tear. Whatever Mother Nature has done to this fence, it's done its best, because look how jet black the color was, and then look how the true color of the wood comes through. I don't want to do all of it, but look how fun it is. It's just like, it's just like an eraser, right? It's like you're erasing back time. Gosh, I wish I had something for my skin that erased time like this. A pressure washer for my skin, Callie. But you can see, so you had a fence like this?
I did, and it was the original fence when I first bought the house, and it was just a couple of, I mean, it looks fine until one day I'm like, my next door neighbor got a new fence, and I'm like, ooh. And then I realized the color isn't the gray that it was from my own eyesight. It was the real wood like this. This is untreated wood. This is what real wood looks like, not this nasty old stuff. And you know, if you don't get that cleaned up, not only is it visually kind of unappealing, it kind of deteriorates the wood so much faster that way too. So
let's talk about some furniture, because I know this just looks like a regular green pillow. It's actually a very expensive pillow, this green pillow.
Something went down there.
Yeah, something went down. But how would you clean this? Because this is not cheap. You don't want to have to keep, you know, buying new and replacing. You would, if I showed that to my wife, she'd be like, oh, you're in trouble. Like, what are you going to do with that?
No kidding.
And I'd say, you know what, honey? Don't worry about it. I've got my Sunjoe pressure washer, and I'm just going to go literally side to side and blow all of that stuff off that easily and that quickly. Now, when you saw that at the beginning, you'd be like, there's no way that's coming clean. But guess what? That is going to dry up and come just as clean as the first day I bought it. Now, if you've got some white wicker or some furniture, you want to get that clean too. Look at this. Wow, look at that coming out instantly. Again, I think you're kind of noticing a theme here. What Callie and I are trying to say is instead of continuing to throw stuff away and buy new, save yourself the trouble and just clean it and renew, right? Look at that chair. I'll even do the sides. Look at that white. Can you see that white coming through when I do the chair? So again, this is easy. This is fun. And if you're just joining us and you've never heard of us, I want to welcome you in. We are Sunjo. We've been in business over 15 years, and we're celebrating 5 years with you at HSN.
Yep.
This is one of our leading products. We are a leader in the pressure washer market. Just want to let you know, toot toot of the horn, right?
Toot toot.
And toot toot, and you're at the right place at the right time.
Well, half price from retail, are you kidding me? Who gets this kind of a deal on something that most people are needing now? Most of us need the pressure washer since the long, hard winter, long, spring, just all the stuff that accumulates on our siding of our homes, our windows, our screens. Right. I mean, the gutters, as you saw, the fences, the patio furniture, you name it, the stuff that you feel like this is never, ever gonna come off. It will if you try a pressure washer. Even the stucco, you see the different, the texture of that outside of that house?
Absolutely.
It blows it all away, and it doesn't leave any damage behind. Now, let's talk about that, because you get the three different tips, and it's a quick change lance thing system. So we'll show you that too. But you don't have to worry about hurting the paint. You can dial it up, you can dial it down, and give more of a wide spray or a really focused funnel spray.
Just by changing the tips.
Do you want to show us how the how you can change the attachments out?
So let's say I want to use the green tip. Okay, it's called Quick Connect. So I pull back, that pops off. I'll let you hold that one. So that was that one, and then I pull back, and now I just changed tips, so it's that quick.
Nice.
So now I've got the green one. This is a 25-degree fan, and still very powerful. If you look and see the fans, see how it's a little bit wider than that yellow one? Okay? Still, I can even do this hard dirt and grime with the green nozzle, which is very impressive. So there's the patio pavers. Here's the wood over here. I mean, look at that. You could just really... Again, it's the instant satisfaction. I've done this for years and years, and it still blows me away, pun intended, all right? And then here, if you've got some weeds, and you don't want to get out that solution that may or may not be so good for you, right?
It's so true. I need to do this too.
You just blast it right through and just get rid of anything that's in the way, and boom, there it is. Get those guys. That one guy, he's stuck. There you go, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Even this stuff. Do you see the stuff right here? This is actually not cheap. This is called composite decking, what I'm banging the nozzle on right there. Okay, see all that stuff? You can easily clean this up right here too, right? Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying my best not to get Callie soaked out here.
Oh, no, we're good.
Look at that.
I love to be one with the earth.
One with the earth. And to our credit, that spider lives to see another day over there.
Yes, he did. We got rid of the webs, or the cobwebs, and all the mold and the mildew. And maybe that's one of my favorite parts is things like chairs and things that have a lot of grooves, and like the pergola or the gazebo that has lots of like nuances. You don't have to scrub and get a little toothbrush and get in. It's crazy how you can get into those little spaces and blast the dirt away. The green moss, the mold, the things that
stuff's...
it accumulates. And unless you stay on top of things, it's just gonna get worse and worse all the time. This is another one of my favorite demos. This is like actually one of those really nice vinyl fences. Boy, do they get dirty. Sometimes it's the reclaimed water that starts turning it a different funky color. Sometimes it's just the dirt from the season. Sometimes it's just a big storm that came through. And you can see what a difference it makes. It helps preserve the product that you're spending money on anyway that you own. You might as well take good care of it while you're at it. That's amazing.
Got to leave a little bit left so you see what it was, right?
Yeah. This is yours today at half price from the retail stores. 50% off at HSN. We will pay for the shipping to get it to your front door. We'll let you spread this over the course of either 5 or 6 different monthly payments, so you're spending a very little amount, but it's yours. You own it. You'll love it. And 2,200 is, again, a really important number. It's more powerful than the last time we did a pressure washer 2 years ago that sold out early. This one is now more powerful, and I don't even know if we've told you this, 4-year
Did we
warranty
tell them that yet? Because
included.
that blows my mind.
4-year included.
So that just kind of goes to show you that, you know, we stand behind our products here at Sunjoe. We're going to give you that strong warranty, not 1, not 2, not 3, but a 4-year. The fact that you're getting this unit, which again is lightweight, but 23 pounds, free shipping is also another huge, huge thing. So whether you're getting this for the season, whether you're getting this for Father's Day, whether you're just getting this for yourself because you're ready to be empowered to do all the cleaning yourself and not worry about relying on anybody or hiring a professional, right? You're a professional now. When you have Sunjoe, you become the professional. I'm over here with the SUV. Callie drove it through the mud. It's my job to clean it up, okay? All I did was switch on a different nozzle just to make sure I protect the paint job of the car. Okay, I've got the gray tip on. That's 40 degrees. All that means is if you take a look, I'll shoot the water up in the air. See how it's more of a fan? Can you see that? Yeah, thank you guys.
Shot.
Boom, perfect. And then, oh, down here, oh, it gets so dirty. All that brake dust and that dirt and the oil stains, whatever, all that stuff drips down there. And now you can instantly get that clean because you've got your Sunjoe pressure washer.
You know where else you can get clean is underneath, like where the stuff never ever gets cleaned. You can get into those little
without
having
having to do the
crannies.
what was that noise I made earlier? I don't know. I forget it. Right. Da da da. Yeah, something like
what
that.
Was it?
Should I blast these away too? The car mats?
Yeah,
Which
my
way?
gosh.
All right,
I'll move this way.
We've got beaches here in Florida, and sometimes you get the sand on them. So there, I'll just blow that away, kind of away from you, Callie. All right, look, and then I can look at that. You see that I can move the. It's so strong. Okay, I can move that. All that sand, whatever it is, you're getting on those floorboards or those mats in your car, now you can easily clean off.
That could even be those, the carpeted ones. It doesn't have to be the rubber. You could like, if the carpet of, you know, you wouldn't do that on the seats of your car, but if the floor mats are carpeted, you can blast them, kind of like we did on that area right out there, the indoor-outdoor.
So I want you to direct your attention to the actual unit, okay? You see the unit? I'm gonna walk down the hill here, and guess what it's gonna do? It's going to follow me, right? So I'm just pulling on the hose. It's going all terraining, right? Look at that vehicle.
That's a really good feature.
It's good, right? And I just pull it towards me, and that's what you get with the Follow Me design, okay? It's got those 4 wheels.
That's so good.
You can lock them down if you want as well.
If you don't have those 4 wheels, my producer just said, I'm so jealous. Because his has the 2.
We can get you one.
I mean, it is a really good feature, though, because it is frustrating to have to turn around, and because mine has 2 wheels, too. I'm with you. That was Brandon telling me that story, and I'm with you. Everybody that's getting this tonight is going to love that feature.
So what I'm on over here is the white Adirondack chair. Again, you would think this might take hours and hours of rubbing and scrubbing. All I'm doing is using the power of water, pressurized water. You're using less water. Remember we talked about at the beginning, only 1 gallon a minute is the water that we're using, but the pressure level, as opposed to a garden hose trickles out about 40, 50 PSI. Remember, if you just tuned in, this is our best pressure washer, okay? This is coming out at 2,200 PSI. That's a huge number. It's what it's rated for. That means for you, you can expect that level of power time after time after time. Keep in mind, we're Sunjoe. We've been around for 15 years. We're happily celebrating our 5-year anniversary with you here at HSN. This is the best deal we've ever had, the strongest unit we've ever had as far as a today's special. It's been 2 years since the last one. Don't know when the next one will be. We're already on our, second presentation. We're already seen some really good success with this, and there's a reason why. Because it's lightweight, because it's small, and because it's powerful.
As a matter of fact, in this first show, this is our very first show, and obviously this being Memorial Day weekend, there's going to be a lot of shows today. I predict an early sellout. I really do. This already met with such a response. I'm standing here with another full accessory kit if you're looking to really expand the capabilities of your pressure washer. There's so many things that are included here. I mean, you can see these are... I know, oh my gosh, what the heck does this thing do? This one's a cute little accessory.
Yeah, you want me to give you some info on those
gutters?
Yeah, that's the gutter guy. That's called the angled gutter lance. So basically, you're going to get 2 adapters with that kit. You're going to get 4-piece extension poles. So see those poles?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Basically, you just use 1, 2, or all 3 or all 4 pieces to extend the length. This is going to work with so many of our pressure washers. This will work with our today's special pressure washer as well. So Callie, you've got the gutter one. So imagine that going up and around. That's 315 degrees so that it can curl back down, okay? Now, which one are you grabbing next? The circle one?
This thing.
All right, that one is super cool, okay? That is our round patio brush head. So you're gonna get 10 inches, that's the diameter. And see that bar underneath?
Yeah.
Callie, that's gonna rotate super fast. It's 10 inches in diameter. It's 360 degrees. And what this basically does, it's a huge time saver because now instead of just cleaning the little area of the tip of the nozzle, you're cleaning 10 inches at each circle path that you do when you go left or right or up and down. So you're gonna be able to clean more surface area, but in a faster amount of time.
And then this is a cool one with this more of a triangular design.
The triangle guy, yeah. So that's our splash guard. And what you do with that one is you use the included turbo nozzle. So there's a little black piece with maybe a silver tip. That's our turbo nozzle. That one's super cool because it goes inside of that, right? So the turbo nozzle is super fast. It rotates 360 degrees. It fits inside there. It's an 8.5-inch brush with the splash guard. And what that does basically, Callie, it allows it so you don't get any kickback or any splash back up at you. So again, 2 adapters, 4-piece pole, and you got 3 different brushes or nozzles. And that is a great, great kit.
That is a great kit to really expand the capabilities of your pressure washer. So grab this if you're interested. For today's special, though, I want to make sure that you hear 50% off of retail. It's half price here at HSN. It's one day, the day before our big Memorial Day weekend really officially kicks off. Summer is here, and I'm delighted so many of you have already taken advantage of this. With our final minute or so on this presentation, I invite all of you to place your order. You've got a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. It comes with free shipping to your door or somebody else's if this is a gift. It comes with a 4-year warranty that is exclusive to us here at HSN. It comes with those 3 extra nozzles so you can really dial it up or dial it down depending on the job that you're working on. And I tell you, with our final minute, let's take a look at a couple more demos to show you the most important thing to me, and that's the pressure. The power of this guy is unsurpassed.
Well, when we say it's our strongest, pressure washer that we've ever had for a TS, I mean, that's a pretty big statement because we deal in power, we deal in lightweight, we deal in compact tools, and this is the best yet that we've ever had. I'm gonna come over here to the carpet and show you kind of on the edge here that what you're really gonna get satisfaction out of, not only just the cleaning, but the fact that you can finally bring things back to life, okay? Instead of buying new, you're going to renew just by using water, pressurized water. We're not at 1,000, we're not at 1,500, we're not stopping at 2, we're at 2,200 PSI. And back here, I'll go to this piece of furniture right here, because this is super dirty, but it can be super clean with just the power of water. And I think for my final demonstration, Callie, I'm gonna finish with your favorite, okay? This fence right here, see how dark it is? Now you can really see that true wood coming through. So please don't miss out on this. Please don't skip this sale.
Satisfaction.
It's great, great, great.
Oh, the best feeling ever. Honestly, nothing better than squeaky clean without you having to put in a lot of your own muscle and effort. 888-514 is the item number. We've got something really cool for you in the yard, and it's to help cultivate the soil. Before we get to that, I wanted to remind you, in our final few days of Clinique Month here at HSN, there's lots of special deals that you're gonna find if you go to hsn.com, and there's a free gift with every purchase. All the favorites that you know and love from the past, whether it's their fragrances or their makeup or their skincare, check it out. It's happening right now on hsn.com all the way through the end of May. Okay, nothing better than being in the great outdoors on a beautiful spring, almost summer night. And I tell you, there's nothing better than the feeling of getting into the earth, getting the smell of that deep, there was the soil.
The soil.
The soil.
Being at one with Mother Nature out here.
I'm telling you, it's my thing. So this is it's a really cool cultivator. It's like it's like a till, but it's very much a different design in that. It gives you the ability to not have to bend over at that awkward angle that, for me, always takes out my back.
Absolutely.
Always takes out my back. See the position you can put this cultivator in? It's got this extra handle. That's one of the things you're gonna love, and this is a Memorial Day weekend deal.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I love that. So I'm gonna show you, before I show you how to use that, what you're not doing, okay? So this is like a normal tiller rake or a cultivator. What you have to do, and I'm just gonna kind of use this as my work zone, you put it down to the ground, and if you can back up to show me in my position, because that's the most important thing. When you use a tool like this, the problem is, can you see the problem already without me telling you? So I'm doing this, I'm like, what, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, okay? I'm trying to bring this stuff up. Because of the design, you're really hunched over, okay? I'm going to show you how this is going to fix it. So instead of going from here, I'm gonna use this in the same area, watch this. Now, I can stand up and do the same job. I'm gonna get this guy out of the way. We don't need him. See how I'm standing up, and now I can really get the torque. I can feel it like it's super. I feel like I'm stronger. Well, of course, I'm not any stronger than I was with the other tool. The reason I feel stronger or I feel more pull is because of this handle. And that's the secret to the Ergi. It's Ergi, by the way, by Sunjo, and it stands for ergonomical, right? So you're gonna have a better grip, you're gonna have a better stance, which is gonna give you better posture. Now you don't have to bend over when you're doing the cultivating or the tilling. Have you tried this yet?
I am not, and it smells so good. But it's such an important thing to do before you, oh yeah.
See how you can stay straight up?
Much more comfortable, yeah.
So that V, as she's using it, I'll talk about it. This V is actually called a fulcrum, kind of a fancy scientific term. Basically, it's giving you leverage, it's distributing the power between both poles. So you don't have to bend over, right? You don't have to do as much back strain. And I don't know about you, but when I'm out in the garden, I kind of want it to be as fun as it can be. I mean, I don't mind a little
100%.
sweat or whatever, but if it's something I can do easier and save my back some strain, I'm all for that. Like, I'm about it, right?
Well, when it comes to getting ready to plant those, maybe you're going to be your, well, maybe last year's tulips, but this year's begonias or your
whatever
marigolds. Just to get all last year's roots out of the garden areas is so important. And you've got to have, look at the tines on this.
Yes.
They're heavy duty.
So let's talk about that for a second. This whole, it's forged steel. You're gonna get 4 solid tines, and those are really gonna help you dig in. So let's talk about, you know, why do we even use this tool in the first place? Well, you wanna aerate the soil. Talk to any farmer, they'll tell you the secret sauce is the soil. You need it to be really ready to plant, whether you're doing your vegetables, you're planting your garden, whatever it is. So how do you do that? You use a tiller or a cultivator. So what we're saying and what we're suggesting is, let's use the tool, but let's give you a better solution. Let's make it easier on your back. And if this didn't have this handle, I would also have to be low like this. But because it does, now I can walk closer. See how I walk? If I was here, I'm farther from the job. I'm bending down. I walk closer to the, let's call it the job site. And now, look at this grass. This is our dead grass here. We can just get that up. Well, look at this. I can just really tear up, because we're going to put some new sod down here, probably in a couple weeks or whatever. So, you know what? We're just going to tear this up. And look at that. I'm not bending over. This isn't hard. And you would have never thought it's all because the silly little handle. And that's all it is. It's a 12-inch D-ring handle that is literally giving you that force, that torque, that pull without even knowing it.
And this is like the perfect placement of this extra handle.
Isn't it ergonomical?
Oh, I get it.
It's ergonomical, Callie.
No, I grew up, in the summers, my grandparents were farmers. And so I know all about the cultivation and the fertiling and the aerating of the soil just to get it. Sometimes it was just a summer follow kind of year, so they just let the land sit.
Do you remember something like this? Right? Again, to try and break up the soil, you're either like throwing it in the ground, or you're trying to do this step-on maneuver, or again, you're bending over. So we're taking kind of the place of 1 or 2 old school tools, and we're replacing them with something that's lighter, with something that's stronger, and with something that's going to save your back. And that's the best thing about this.
Big time. It's that awkward angle that, you know, where'd the old-fashioned one go? It's like almost that 45-degree angle that's like where most of us pull something in the back, or the spine just, I'm not saying it's going to prevent an injury, but I am saying it's getting you with a little fighting chance to not have that happen.
I like that, fighting chance. I'm going to come behind you here and show you, you know, you could do it right-handed or left, just switch it to which side of your body, whichever handed you are. You could even use this to move rocks, okay? It's forged steel, okay? So you can move rocks very easily like this if you are trying to do some planting, okay? Let's say I got some vermiculite over here, so I could put down a little vermiculite, right? Maybe I'm gonna get ready to plant, maybe I've got some soil, and then you can use this tool to kind of mix it. You could push it away from you, or get down and mix it. And see how I'm, you know, gonna maybe put the fertilizer, maybe some planting soil, maybe some vermiculite, whatever, to aerate the soil, to get it properly prepared to plant. Because if you come down here, you take a look, because I just tilled that area, look at this. Now, Callie, you said you were on the farm. You know, this is like gold, like soil this is like soil that is ready to go. How do you get this? You gotta use a tiller. tiller or a cultivator. And
That's
what we're
true.
saying is, yes, we're going to use that tool, but we're going to use a better version of it, one that's going to save your back.
Doesn't that just make sense too? All these years of, that was all we had. I mean, for years and years, things never changed. It was like
it's
this
the old
was an
school
option,
pitchfork,
which,
garden
good
fork.
in its day. We use these in the barn to give cattle hay. And then the big old...
The long guy. How heavy is that, too?
I was just going to do a comparison.
Yeah, that's a heavy guy.
It is, and this one, it looks like it's smaller because there's only 4 tines, but
it gives you more control.
it does,
though.
and they're deep.
They're
so
thick
you get
tines, yeah.
deeper in and really aerate.
By the way, about 13 inches, I think, is the width, and about 55 to 57 inches on the length. Feel how cushiony the handle is. Again, ergonomical, and then this one gives you a nice grip on the D-ring as well. So the color is orange. Again, it's called Ergy. It's by Sun Joe. Again, another division of ours where we're just trying to think outside the box and kind of improve. I don't know if you saw our Shovelution that had 2 handles from before, or
yes,
snow
I
thrower
do.
shovel.
Yeah.
So we kind of copied that design, and it works so well for the snow. We're like,
does.
what if we incorporate that and use that same design in our regular everyday garden tools? And so that's what they did. And so last week we had another Ergy tool that launched. It was the first airing, and I believe tonight this is the first airing, the launch of our Ergy tiller cultivator. Call it what you want. It's got a couple different names. I call it easy.
Yeah. I was just thinking about those little handheld tools that, you'd think you'd get into the gardens to do what we're doing and getting rid of all those deep roots that are so far into the ground.
This is easy.
It's so much easier. You're in a comfortable position.
Look what we just did. They probably would have had a professional come out here to get this ready to sod. We're literally tearing up old grass off the set because we're going to resod. You're welcome. And it's not, is it laborious? Is that the right word?
That is. That's a good word.
Is that the word? Okay, I'm using my college level word there. It's not
look
laborious.
at you go.
I'm not sweating. It's easy. But again, I'm not bending down and having to use like these, what are those solar plex muscles? I can stand upright. I can be right in front of the job site, and I can use the fulcrum. Remember, that's my other big word of the night, fulcrum, okay? To dig
sound effects and big words tonight.
You never know what you're going to get with Bobby. I'll tell you what.
Ooh, it's getting a little bit humid out here tonight.
It is.
But
look
I
at
tell
that.
you what,
Boom.
look at all this, and we have been chatting. We haven't been working very hard, but there's a lot of roots that were picked up.
Look at that. The roots and everything we did.
Yeah.
That's the power
and
of
that's
those.
what you got to get up and out before you plant anything. Whether it's a big tree, a little petunias, or all your favorite, like I said, marigolds. Oh, how about the impatiens up in Michigan? All those pretty flowers to plant right now.
Yeah, you see the fruit of your labor when those things bloom and they're so pretty and all that stuff.
And speaking of fruit of your labor, our today's special, we just finished our first show of the day.
Yeah.
We're at about 1,000 spoken for on that today's special already. That's the first show. That's a lot compared to how few we have for the day.
I'm happy for everyone. You're going to love that when you get that home.
It's a really powerful pressure washer. In fact, there it is on the screen for you. 888-514 is the item number. It's $30 on FlexPay, no charge to ship. It's free shipping, and our price is half the price, 50% off of retail pricing. Gotta love it.
And the 4-year warranty. Bing.
And included, no extra charge, 2,200 PSI. Bing.
Bing. So again, I know we're at the final end of our presentation of Ergy. This is just a great design. It's super easy to assemble. You're gonna pop 2 screws on and connect the D handle, and this is where all the magic happens.
I want to stay out here and play in the dirt all
We could
night
just do
long.
this whole thing and have it resided by tomorrow. Ready to go.
Let's not.
Let's not. Let's go clean more pressure.
Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Absolutely. You
Have
guys
a
are
great Memorial Day weekend.
You too.
Thank you. I will see you in just a minute. We're going to be talking about outdoor lighting. This area could use a little help, don't you think?
Yeah.
Lighting can make such a difference. We've got a great deal coming up for you. It's a big 12-pack for solar lighting. Stay with us.
Sun's out, deals are on. It's HSN's Memorial Day sale. Soak up 6 days of epic savings with up to 50% off everything site-wide and on air. Plus, this weekend only, unlock extra special Memorial Day deals you won't want to miss. The countdown to your best summer starts now.
My face needs a fresher look.
Got anything for dry skin?
This hair could use a pick-me-up.
Have you heard of Nakery?
Naked who?
From anti-aging treatments to body care and more, we help women look good and feel confident. Try Nakery for a radiant glow, baby soft skin, and hair bigger than your grandma's stamp collection.
Ooh, tell me more.
We're science-backed and an HSN clean beauty brand. Nakery, inspired by women, uniquely made for you.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
HSN Plus has more live channels. Welcome, my friends. More ways to shop. More of this.
I'm here to collect my $25 gift card.
HSN Plus has more of what you love, all in one place.
This is amazing.
All for free.
You're the best.
Watch and shop what's happening now, or catch up on what you might have missed.
Let's have some fun. Come on in.
Okay, you're bringing in the base.
See what all the plus is about. Watch free everywhere you stream.
Gosh, it's almost the weekend. Happy Memorial Day weekend to you. I'm Callie Northagen. By the way, I wanted to share my top. What a perfect top to wear outside tonight, because once we started working out there, it's a really pretty little Juliana, G by G, Juliana Rancic top. And there it is, the information for you, 895-212. This is the blue floral. There's a couple other really pretty choices. There's a black and a blush, I want to say. But if you go into hsn.com and type in the host closet, you'll always see what we wear during the shows, because we'd love to share that with you. And I think you enjoy knowing. So there it all is in the host closet on hsn.com. Okay, we're gonna move into another one of my favorite categories, which is helping you to just elevate the aesthetics of your home from the outside in. We're talking about ground lighting. And boy, am I excited about this one. These are in my house, or around my yard, I should say, these exact ones, except I didn't get to do a 12-pack when I got mine. I think it was an 8-pack when I got mine, so I ordered 2 sets. But this is the first time, because you give us the feedback, you want more, and you want them all in one set. So here it is for the first time ever, and they're on sale. This is literally $40 off a 12-pack that you can get in any one of these colors. And by the way, the quality, this is so excellent. They're glass. We'll talk more about that, so you get the most beautiful prism, and the solar lighting is right on top of each one of the little panels. So you can choose the gunmetal, which is right there in the middle. We've got black, we've got the stainless, or we've got the bronze right here up top. But as I mentioned, this is not what you're seeing in those stores. They're plastic, they're cheap, they kind of have that blue cast to the lighting once the sun sets. Whole different ball game here. We'll lower the lights in a minute to show you the color and the prismatic effect. Tracy Kane continues with us tonight.
Hello.
That was fun being at the picnic table with you out there tonight.
Great. I love it, like getting so ready for the summer, because it's finally here.
I know.
Yay.
I know. Yay is right.
Let the parties begin. And bring down the lights, and let's bring off our curb appeal, right? Because solar lighting is the easiest way to up your curb appeal. And with EverReady, this is over 100-year-old company. They are the originators of almost every battery in your home. So you are getting a super high quality, all glass, all metal construction light fixture that is not hardwired. So you are not putting this into your ground permanently. You're putting this in. You're able to move it around whenever you want to. If you are looking to put your home on the market, this is a great way to make an investment to make your home look beautiful.
Here we go.
And then you get to take them with you.
So
you're not leaving them behind.
Oh my gosh, the truth. But look at what happens once the sun sets, because they've been gathering power all day long, even on a gray or overcast day. And look, and by the way, if you want this gunmetal in the center color, that we have like 200. That's them very much most limited. But this is what I wanted to show you. The cast, it's not just like one straight light down or some just off-colored blue hue. It's beautiful. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like crystals that are cast like snowflakes.
Yes, so we like to call this a starburst pattern.
Oh.
Because you do see all those streams of light coming out. The reason you're seeing that is, for one, the glass is sculpted. So it has that ridge effect. But also in the inside, and we'll show you that in a minute, there's a prism in there that light is reflecting off of, and you have this huge crystalline panel on the top, which is drawing the energy from the sun. This is going to allow you to maintain 93% brightness after 8 hours. So that 8 lumens of light is going to stay nice, bright, crisp, white throughout the night. So when you're getting up super early, like we do, like I do. You know, I'll go outside at 5 a.m. and my lights are still, I'm still able to enjoy them.
Which is one thing. I love the ability to just enjoy the ambiance that's created, and it looks like your home is worth so much more than it even might be. It just does that naturally. But it's also a safety kind of factor built in too. You can see where you're going. If you're walking the dog, you can see where the steps are if you've got them. And so there's always that. And if you're not home, it always looks like you are, because your night lighting is always on at night.
And you never have to worry about timers. You don't have to worry about turning them on. That sun is controlling all of that for you. You are not paying for an electrician to put these out. You're not worrying that those wires are going to get cut by the lawnmower or the weed whackers. You are not worrying about an electric bill because it's all getting fueled by the sun. So again, all glass and metal construction. You could see how beautiful that light is right there, or excuse me, that glass. It's that ribbed, beautiful glass. I'm gonna take the lid off so you can see the inside nice and close here. So look at that big prism. I'm just gonna use the light off the lid to help you see that. And then you can see how great that light is too, how bright that is. Let me get it right there on the light on the camera for you. There you go. But that is what is lighting up the inside. So really easy. When you get these home, you're just gonna put your little post on, you'll put your lid on. You wanna pull the little tab off the underneath where that ever-ready rechargeable battery is
located right underneath the hood there.
Thank you.
Yep.
And then just place these out. And then you'll also notice that you have a nice, great, big, all-weather resin stake on here. So you're able, once you put these out, you can leave them out all year round. You can enjoy them in the snow. You can enjoy them in the sun. You can enjoy them in the heat. You can take these to the beach. I mean, they're going to work everywhere for you.
Good point. If you're going to have a little, maybe you're going to have a little beach wedding, or, you can stake them anywhere. They come with the 12 stakes, the 12, of course, the housings that you're seeing on top, which is where that top battery is located, where it's activated because of the sun. You're getting 12, and it all comes together. All you really do is put the topping on after you take off the little thing.
Yeah, your
the
little green
technical
tab
thing.
Yeah, the thingy. Yeah.
You know what else I love about this is, first of all, we've never done 12. You wanted it, here it is, and then we took the price down. That's one thing. Now, as we lift the lights up, I'm going to show you again the different color options, because we do have them, which I love the stainless steel look. And I know you've seen these in a lot of your home stores, but boy, are they expensive. And I have never seen the kind of quality there that I see what we offer at HSN. This one in the middle is the gunmetal. It's more of a matte finish, and this one is very much the most limited. If you're interested, you are more than welcome to get more than one set if you would like. This would be the time to do it while you can, and the price is this good. We have them in black, and then up top we've got the bronze. It's a beautiful vintage rubbed bronze. So the other thing I was going to say is that you can separate these. They don't have to all go in the same area. If you've got one potted plant up on the balcony, you can take one of these and stick it up there, and it'll still do the same thing as maybe all the lighting that's kind of giving you a beautiful pathway through the gardens or whatever your situation is. I just like the freedom of that, because I like to change my furniture a lot at the house.
I'm the same way, yes. And then I also like to have, I love this large set of 12, because think about, maybe you want to put one out by where your garbage cans are. You want to put one in each of those dark corners of your backyard. So one, you don't know what critters are coming in, or if you have pets, this lights up those back corners so you know what they're doing, what they're getting into, no matter what time of night it is. Make sure you have one out by your lamppost or your, your mailbox, right? So if you weren't home during the day, you want to run out and grab the mail, it's already lit for you. You have one or a couple by your stairs. So if you're getting a late night delivery, your staircase is lit up. There's just so many functions for this, in addition to lining your driveway, lining your sidewalk. We always line the main sidewalk at the front of our house for trick-or-treating, because we love that starburst pattern. So if you put them fairly close together, those laser lights kind of cross over each other, and the kids get so excited about it. It looks so great.
It looks great year round. And as you mentioned earlier, Tracy, these you can keep out even if you're in winter, snow, it still works. They still function. The sun is always giving them power, direct connection, and that, as far as I've checked lately, is free.
Right. Still today. We'll see.
But you also said something else, and I remember in the past, before I started doing solar lighting from us, that we had the, dig in the trenches and did the whole lining and the wiring through the ground, and And then one time, sure enough, one time we were gonna dig a new plant and cut the whole wire so that all of the lighting was out, you know? And then it's like, then there's that project. Let's add that to the honey-do list for the weekend.
Right, well, if you have someone that knows how to do any wiring, which in my home, that means I'm spending more money to bring an electrician in because we're not so savvy in our house that way. Also, if you're in a rental property, this is a great way to actually customize that yard, and you're not going to have to leave them there. You can take these with you when you go. Putting your home on the market, this is the easiest way to improve that curb appeal. And I think we probably have a picture that we that we might be able to bring up that shows you the before and after of a home. It just creates such a difference.
Apparently we can't find that visual tonight.
Oh, okay.
So I apologize. This isn't as attractive as they will be in your front yard or your backyard or your side yard or your second home, or maybe it's the cabin if you're lucky enough. Even if you, like my friends Phil and Sandy, love to RV and end up in a new location and you kind of don't know your way around, but you kind of want to stake your own area.
Yeah.
You can put as many of these and as far apart or as close together as you want them. And that's, again, the freedom of having 12. This is a dream. Because I remember, in fact, I can't remember if it was 8 or 6 that I got last year when we did this as a Today Special, but it was not 12. So I did get 2 sets because you just never have enough. Once you just get started, you're like, ooh, this looks better than I thought.
And it's so it's like instant gratification, right? You pull that little tab off, you set your lights up, the sun goes down and these lights come up and you just have such a pride of ownership.
It's the truth.
I mean, and especially if you're spending a lot of time on your yard work. You're spending the time on the lawn, you're spending the time on your plantings, you've mulched everything, and then the sun goes down and it's kind of like, wah, wah. Okay, I'll see my work in the morning. No, put your solar lights out and you're going to enjoy that all throughout the night. And if you like to entertain, if you like to do barbecues, you like to have people over, this is a beautiful ambient lighting to have. So it's not like that big bright spotlight on the back of your home that's harsh. This creates that little magical feel in your backyard.
It's very inviting. In fact, one of my little tricks is I've got 2 at the very farthest reaching corners of my backyard so that my backyard looks as big as it possibly can.
Absolutely.
Like that's my property.
Such a good idea.
So I put it the furthest square inch on the left and on the right corner, and it just extends the whole, property. Not that I've got a bunch, but it's mine, and I want it to be as big as
every corner, every
inch. Exactly. And then I do think a lot about people who, if you don't have a home and you don't, it's like I don't have any place to put my solar lighting. Yeah, you do. In those little potted plants.
Yeah.
There's so many. Maybe you do those little flower boxes. There's a lot of creative
like what
ways.
we have here.
Exactly.
I mean, this is essentially a flower box, right? I always stick one in each of my herb pots too, because I never know when I want to go out and cut my herbs. This way it's lit up.
Love that.
And it just looks so pretty.
I love that idea.
And solar lighting has come so far. It used to be that it was this yellow glow or a really obnoxious white glow, just like a little bit of a boop, right? And then it would stay charged for just a matter of a couple hours, and then it would start blinking. So it looked like you had disco lights in your yard. That's not going to happen with these. These are going to maintain 93% brightness after 8 hours. And did you know that HSN is the only authorized retailer of Ever-Ready solar lights?
Really?
So you can't buy any of our Ever-Ready solar lights anywhere else. You are getting all glass and all metal construction. You can't hear the glass until there you go.
There it is.
We need that little vibration
Plastic
there.
Don't buy plastic.
No.
It will crack, it will chip, it will corrode, it will kind of fog over.
Foggy, yeah. And a matter of short time too, right? Like one season, it looks nasty.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
And I know this is a funny visual. For those of you just tuning in, this is a brand new 12-piece, a 12-pack of these beautiful solar pathway lights. I have them, I own them. They're in my backyard. In fact, look at what we found.
Yay.
Yay.
And that's so pretty. And this is exactly how your pathway can look, your walkway. It's so decorative. So not only is the fixture gorgeous, but that reflection that it's giving on the pavement is so pretty just as well.
Isn't it? I mean, you can't put a price tag on that. And you don't have to. because all you're buying are these lights at under $80. You can do that on a flex pay, 16 on any major credit card, a little more than 13 with an HSN card. So think about this, doing this now. You'll be amazed. You're gonna be, oh, that's a good shot too. The rain, the sleet, the snow, the wind, it's all fine. Yeah. But it really enhances the whole, like you said, the curb appeal. Yeah. When you drive through neighborhoods, don't you notice the ones that have the pretty lighting outside?
Always.
I do, always.
We particularly go to those neighborhoods and drive around and kind of ooh and ah about them. Right, and it shows that pride of ownership, right? And those are the houses that you pay closer attention to, and you're like, oh, their house must be beautiful inside, because if they've done that much on the outside, I can only imagine what the inside looks like.
Agreed. Quickly want to show you, this is the bronze. This is the #1 fastest seller tonight. So it's a beautiful, if you have any of our origami shelving, it's very similar to that vintage bronze, a matte finish.
How pretty is that with the espresso bench to table?
Oh, yes.
It would be stunning.
Truly, check that out. We had it last hour. If you go to hsn.com, it's called bench to table, right?
It is.
And so that is a great idea. We do have stainless steel. Right here is the most limited, and I'm gonna put this next to, there's that gunmetal against the vintage bronze. Let me just see if I can show that to you a little bit more effectively. There, thank you. Vintage bronze, gunmetal, and then we even have one shade darker. It's right over here in the black. The same item number, 891458. This is a steal on these. It's $40 off the price. Happy Memorial Day weekend from us to you. And Tracy, thank you for being here so late with me tonight. I know we're both going home to nicely lit, driveways and steps to walk into, because we both own these.
Yes.
We'll see you throughout the day. I'm assuming in this whole big weekend.
Yes.
All right.
Yep, we'll definitely
Well,
be back.
enjoy the rest of your night. Our today's special is that amazing Sun Joe pressure washer that you're going to really